Beneath the endless waves of the Indian Ocean, some believe lies a forgotten world, a land where giants once walked, where humans were more than flesh, beings of immense wisdom, psychic powers, and harmony with nature. This is the story of Lemuria, a lost continent, dismissed by science, yet immortalized in myth, theosophy, and New Age spirituality. But was Lemuria ever real? Or is it just another legend, like Atlantis? Tonight, let's dive into the rise, the mystery, and the fall of the lost continent of Lemuria, and uncover why it still fascinates the world today. Our journey begins in 1864. A British zoologist named Philip Sclater noticed something strange. Fossils of lemurs were found in Madagascar and India, but oddly, not in Africa or the Middle East. Back then, scientists didn't know about plate tectonics or continental drift. To solve this puzzle, Sclater proposed the existence of a massive landmass, now sunken beneath the ocean. He called it Lemuria. At first, Lemuria was pure science, a serious attempt to explain the distribution of species. But as geology advanced, the theory collapsed, and yet, Lemuria didn't sink into obscurity. Instead, it was reborn into something far stranger, far more powerful. Lemuria in theosophy and occult. In the late 19th century, the idea of Lemuria captured the imagination of Helena Blavatsky, founder of the Theosophical Society. Blavatsky claimed Lemuria was home to the third root race, not ordinary humans, but towering beings, some 12 to 15 feet tall. Their skin was dark, their jaws long, their eyes capable of seeing sideways. They possessed psychic powers, telepathy, and a deep spiritual connection with the earth. According to Blavatsky, Lemurians weren't a civilization of machines or weapons. They were a civilization of consciousness. But all civilizations rise, and all must eventually fall. The fall of Lemuria. The destruction of Lemuria is said to have been apocalyptic. Volcanoes erupted, the earth shook, and finally, the continent was swallowed by the sea. Yet, the story doesn't end there. Survivors, the last Lemurians, supposedly spread across the world to Australia, the Pacific Islands, and Asia, influencing ancient cultures and spiritual traditions. In mystical teachings, Lemuria's fall symbolized the end of an age of spiritual innocence and the beginning of humanity's long struggle with materialism. Lemuria versus Atlantis. Of course, Lemuria isn't the only legendary lost land. The world knows Atlantis. But how do these two compare? Location. Lemuria is placed in the Indian or Pacific Ocean. Atlantis, the Atlantic, near Europe. Nature. Lemuria, spiritual, nature-loving, psychic. Atlantis, advanced technology, but corrupted by greed and hubris. In theosophy, Lemurians were the third root race, Atlantans, the fourth. Two chapters in the same mystical saga of human evolution. In short, Lemuria was the world of spirit, Atlantis, the world of power, and both destroyed by cataclysm. Science versus myth. Mainstream science eventually buried Lemuria with plate tectonics. The puzzle of lemur fossils was solved without the need for a lost continent. Yet geology did reveal something curious. A small ancient landmass called Mauritia, beneath the Indian Ocean near Mauritius. Could this be a fragment of the myth? Perhaps. But it is far too small and far too ancient to be Blavatsky's Lemuria. So where does that leave us? For scientists, Lemuria is a discarded hypothesis. For mystics, it remains a doorway to higher truths. Cultural legacy. Lemuria's story has never truly died. In New Age spirituality, Lemuria represents a utopian society. Healers, crystal workers, guardians of Earth's wisdom. In Tamil culture, Lemuria is linked to Kumari Kandam, a lost Tamil homeland, a source of cultural pride. In literature and pop culture, Lemurians are said to live secretly in places like Mount Shasta in California, inspiring books, films, and spiritual movements. For some, Lemuria is a warning of lost harmony with nature. For others, it is a symbol of hope, a reminder that humanity can reconnect with wisdom long forgotten. Why Lemuria still fascinates? Perhaps Lemuria never existed as land and stone, but as an idea. It endures because Lemuria speaks to something deep within us, a longing for a time when humanity lived in harmony with the earth, when knowledge was sacred, and when consciousness itself was our greatest tool. Atlantis warns us of power abused. Lemuria whispers of wisdom lost. And maybe, just maybe, the real Lemuria isn't beneath the ocean. Maybe it lies within us, waiting to be rediscovered. So, what do you think? Was Lemuria a real lost continent? Or just a powerful myth blending science and spirituality? Tell us your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your theories. And if you enjoyed this journey into the mysteries of the past, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to BrainZilla, and ring the bell icon so you never miss our next dive into the world's greatest mysteries. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and never stop seeking the unknown.